there, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. And this week we're cleaning a couple of roofs. We clean roofs every single week. We keep them booked in and a steady flow of roofs coming in. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller, just depends. This week we're doing 2 bungalows. So this is the first one this week that we're doing, and can be a little bit more straightforward because it's lower down, but I still like to use the scaffold to get me up off the floor. Means I'm working with a shorter pole, can be a little bit more manageable, make it a little bit easier. But it's working around some fiddly little angles and things. This one's not too mossy, but hopefully it'll come up nice and red. We'll see how it goes. And then later in the week we've got another bungalow as well with some tricky aspects to it as well. We're going to have to go into next door's garden, I think, on both sides. Sometimes there's a mess made goes over to next door side that we have to clean up afterwards. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We work together nice and efficiently, get the job done in a nice, safe and careful way. That's what we're going to do today. Hope it's a good transformation. Hope you enjoy the video. So far so good. Worked all the way down this side. Riley's started cleaning out the gutters and cleaning up all the mess. In fact, to set the scaffold up here, actually around this framework, with the bars going in between, if you can see that. So just managed to fit it in so I can be up there nice and safe and work around these 2 sections up here. The sun's just coming over as well, so it's going to be in my eyes a little bit. Might get my sunglasses. So it's barely lunchtime. We've got all the roof cleaned up all nicely. Riley started going around, well, he's nearly finished actually clearing out all the gutters. He's even gone next door to make sure all the gutters are cleaned out next door, because from the back here it flows into next door's guttering. So we just got all that done, and now I'm going to apply chemical treatment. These peg tiles are quite dense, and they do get some stubborn kind of black spots, dark staining on them. Now we try and take as much care as we can with the actual cleaning work that we're doing, so I use very low pressure, high water volume to do the cleaning work, which means we can get a great result nice and gently. What can happen is some of those stubborn black spots can be left behind, especially on these type of tiles. They've come up really good actually, but what we always do in combination with every roof clean that we do is we also apply a chemical treatment. So we're using the pump trolley here to apply the chemical treatment. That will kill off any organic growth that might be left over on the roof, and it will help stop it growing back as well for at least 2 years. So that's what we're going to do here. As usual, we'll apply the chemical, and that helps look after the roof in the long term. A customer came out and told me that this house is about 80 years old, at least. So yeah, we've been able to take care of it really carefully. And so the chemical treatment, if it's reapplied every 2 or 3 years or so, that will really help to maintain the roof, stop any of that organic growth building up again on the roof. So that's it, that's what we're going to do. There we go, nice job, great result. We've all packed up, ready to go. Washed everything down, all the passageway all the way down the side. We've rinsed everything, make sure we leave everything nice and neat and tidy. We've applied the chemical treatment as well, cleared out all the gutters. So fantastic result. There's some perishing mortar, which you kind of like expect for a roof of this age. So at least now they can look after the roof in the long term. There's a tiny little section of flat roof here as well, which we've cleaned off and treated with chemical. So yeah, that's one bungalow down, and next one later in the week. So here we are at the second job this week, and this is the bungalow. It's got 4 sides, a little bit more tricky this one. So we've got 2 sides have got solar panels over that side and this side, and then on this side we're having to go on the neighbour's side as well. Riley's just finishing the scaffold. We've got that section to do there. It's quite mossy, this one as well. So we've discussed with the customer and found a place in the garden. We're going to put a lot of the mess and the moss that comes down. So it's quite good for the garden, so that should be good. The tricky thing is with the solar panels, we're going to go round the solar panels with the meshing. It's going to make it a little bit tricky, but I have to be really careful with that. So we'll try and wash as much of that moss away as we can, and then we'll be spraying chemical behind there as much as we can. So we can't really clean under the panels, so we'll just spray as much chemical behind there as we can. We kill off any organic growth that's under there, and hopefully try and keep it maintained for the customer. I did one a few months ago, just a couple of doors along here, which came up really red. So I'm thinking this one will hopefully come up nice and red as well. A similar type of tile. We'll see how it goes. great. So far so good. I think the sun is in my eyes when I'm working. I think the sun might even be ruining the shot slightly with the camera. But we can see it's a great transformation. The tiles are coming up really nice and red. There's just one broken tile that has slipped down here. When there's a lot of moss like this, that can be quite common, that you find some broken tiles underneath. It's not me that's broken it, but the moss holds the moisture close to the surface of the tiles. So in the winter and things like that, when it freezes especially, that can cause damage and things like that to occur. And you don't always notice it's there until you start cleaning it. The customer does have some spares, so we're going to swap that out for him. That should be pretty straightforward. It's quite low down. And the other thing I forgot to mention is we also block up the gutters. So we just put a cloth in the top of the downpipe there to stop any muck and debris going down the downpipe. And then we'll clear out the gutters afterwards and suck out the cloth with the gutter vac when we do the cleanup afterwards. So just make sure we look after the customer's property. It's making a terrible mess, but yeah, we'll obviously get all that cleaned up afterwards. Riley does a lot of the cleanup as well. So yeah, so I've done that top section. Even though it's a bungalow, I like to get up on the scaffold, a couple of levels of the scaffold, so I can reach more easily. There's less strain on me doing it that way. But these lower sections now I'm just going to do from the ground. There we go, that is all done. What a fantastic transformation that is. Nice day's work. There was a guy I saw on social media the other day doing a roof clean using one of those air poles, and he said semi-detached house, 3 sides, probably not as much area as this. He said he was going to spend a day with the air pole on 2 sides which had flat roof, and then 1 day on a scaffold tower doing that side. We've done 2 bungalows in 2 days, so I don't know what some of these people charge for the jobs they're doing, but okay. We've been round the solar panels in some places. I've been really careful to wash round the solar panels. We've done the chemical treatment, so that will kill off anything that might be left behind. We spray that behind the solar panels as well. So that's it. Not bad result. Fantastic transformation on this one. Still drying out a little bit at the back, but yeah, that's what we do. Roof cleaning transformations. It's what our favourite thing to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and really appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and you'll see us on the next one. And yeah, if you check out the links in the description, loads more information to our podcast, training, all of that stuff. More information on our website. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.